Hi there, welcome back to wordy.tv WordPress video tutorial. You may have a WordPress blog that you want other people to have access to and to also be able to post on. So what you need to do is you will need to change the user roles and the access. So what we have here is, and I'll put the link into the actual post on wordy.tv about user roles. But what we have here is en.support.wordpress.com /user roles /. And what it does is it tells you exactly what the different roles are of the different users. Example, summary, administrator, nothing is off limits. Editor has access to all post pages, comments, categories, tags, and links. An author can write, upload photos to, can edit, and publish your own posts. Now, this one here is the one I'm getting to, is contributor. Has no publishing or uploading capabilities, but can write and edit their own posts until they are published. Which means with this one here, they will do a post and then they will submit it. And whoever is running the site will then approve or disapprove the post. But if you have a community site where you have friends that you trust, maybe it's a sports club or a social club, you can make any of them an administrator, an editor, or an author. And they can log on and contribute to the site as well. Perhaps you're too busy and you just want to share the load a little. So what happens is these are different user roles. But what you need to do is, you need to, in this instance, we're at the website sticktool.com. And when membership, anyone can register. Well, that's cool. But what you do is you have to decide their default user role. In this instance here, I've made them a contributor, which if we go back to here, that means they can post and they can edit their own posts, but they can't actually publish it without my approval. Just in case you're getting people spamming and that. But generally, if it's a club, you trust your fellow clubmates, and that's not an issue. So you may actually click anyone can register as an author, editor, or administrator. And once you've done that here in the settings, in the general part, you scroll down the bottom and you will click Save Changes. So that's cool. Once you've done that, you then, just to show you how you can expand on that a little, we can go to plugins, which, oh well, that reloaded. We can go to plugins and we can add a new plugin, which is called WP Front User Role Editor. Allows you to manage user roles. So in the case of sticktool.com, I want people to be able to log on and upload a media file. And the problem with the general settings here is a contributor, you may allow them to join as a contributor, but they do not have access to be able to upload media files. That's more for the authors and editors and administrator. So there might be someone who filmed something at your sports game, they whacked it on YouTube and then they want to put it on the site, but they actually can't log on and just do it if they're a contributor. So what we do is we can add this plugin here, WP Front User Role Editor, under New, just copy and paste that heading, then New, and up the top you would add New and then search for it here, and then you'll click Install. That's pretty easy. And what happens is once it's installed, we go to All Roles, which will be, alright, I'll click Plugins just to show you, and down here, once the WP Front End User plugin is installed, the Roles section comes up here, and we click on All Roles. And here we are, Contributor, Edit. Now for the website StickTool, I actually want people to be able to log on and upload a photo of the comic that they draw. And under the general settings here, they cannot do it if they are a contributor. So what we need to do is, we need to install this plugin here, and then what will happen is once I go to roles and click on all roles, then contributor subheading, we can then manipulate exactly what they are capable of doing. And as you can see here, I've actually checked or ticked upload files, unfiltered upload. Now that means I've now allowed them, when they add a new post, to add media. Now generally, if they are a contributor, this little button here will not appear and they cannot upload files. They can only do text and modify the text as such, bold, italic, and headings, things like that. But by adding this plugin, we can now give them different powers to work within their posts. And as I said, in my particular instance, I've decided to allow them to upload files and media files, and now they can actually upload their comic, which is actually a photo of their comic, and then they upload the file to the site. They do the post. I approve the post because they are still a contributor at this point, and I will probably set it that once they've done 5 to 10 approved posts, then I will change their role to probably an author. Can write, upload photos, edit and publish their own posts. But at the beginning I will make them a contributor. So depending on the situation of your website, you may just wish to make anyone an administrator who's in your club, or make them an editor or an author or a contributor, which is where they can actually write something, but the administrator would have to approve it first. But in my instance, I want people to be able to upload. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I want them to actually upload a file, which is, yeah, basically this. This here is a file of a photo. So I've actually done a little bit of text, I've done some drawing, then I've taken a photo of it, and then I've uploaded it via the Add Media button. And I've gone to, actually I'll click on it just to go through the process. Upload files, I'll click here, I'll go to photos, I'll scroll down, and yeah, you can see here that I've actually taken photos of my comics. So that's one way of giving the contributors more power on your website in the user roles section. And like I said, I will put the link here and you can read on it a bit further. And it may actually suit you to have one of these different headings for the users of your site. Like I said, you may wish to share the load a little bit, make someone else an administrator, an editor, or an author, or a contributor. Perhaps the contributor is not someone in the club, but just a fan, and they want to add their points of view. Well, that allows you to read it before deciding to publish it. But if you decide that the contributors should have a bit more power, then you can come to this plugin here, add new, install it, and once it's installed, go to roles, click on all roles, which I'll do once more, click on contributor, edit, and once that is open, this is what we have here. You may allow them to edit comments, moderate comments. They may decide whether they like a comment or not, and there's a whole lot of other privileges that they have access to. Plugins and so forth. There are different categories which they have options to use. So that's the whole purpose of this plugin. And yeah, that's another element to your community-based WordPress blog site. So hopefully that's helped you and you have a better understanding. Like I said, the main part is that you can add a media button and allow contributors to add media such as photo files, YouTube videos, and possibly other stuff that I can't actually think of. So what I'll do is, as I said, I'll put in the link to this site here, and that's probably all you need to know in regards to user roles and your WordPress blog site. So yeah, I hope this